We use more petrol than can be obtained directly from fractional distillation of crude oil. The crude oil fraction that is used as petrol makes up only about 15% of the crude oil, so why don't we have a permanent shortage of petrol? Crude oil is separated into different fractions to produce useful fuels and other products. However, the longer hydrocarbons in some fractions can be split into shorter hydrocarbons, which are more useful. This is done by a process called cracking. In cracking, long-chain alkanes are heated and break up into smaller molecules. Cracking is an example of a thermal decomposition reaction, because molecules are being broken up by heat. The energy for heating the alkanes comes from burning fossil fuels. Cracking long-chain alkane molecules produces shorter-chain alkanes and alkenes. If you look at the diagram carefully, you will see that there are exactly the same number of carbon and hydrogen atoms before and after the cracking. However, because the carbon atoms are now in two separate molecules, there are not enough hydrogen atoms to go around. This is why one molecule is unsaturated. The carbon atoms have a double bond between them. Cracking produces shorter chain alkanes that are used as fuels like petrol or used for making other substances. Most of the alkenes produced are used for making plastics, but some ethene is also used for ripening fruit. Why is cracking needed? Crude oil obtained from different oil fields contains different mixtures of hydrocarbon molecules. The diagram shows the percentage of each fraction in a typical sample of crude oil. It also shows the demand from customers for each fraction. If oil companies just sold the fractions as they came out of the fractionating column, they would have too much of fractions such as kerosene, bitumen, and fuel oil. To make supply match demand, the oil companies crack the larger molecules. If oil companies did not use cracking to make more petrol, they would have to extract more crude oil from the ground. This would be more expensive and lead to a lot of waste bitumen and fuel oil.